You are now tuned into the SoCHiology podcast. SoCHiology is a lifestyle brand that analyzes Chicago culture and connected topics abroad, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. This week, we're going to talk about the SilverRoom block party and the Hyde Park BrewFest, or the lack thereof. So this has turned out to be a COVID summer, basically. No SilverRoom, no BrewFest, no nothing. How y'all feel about that?
Well, I have mixed feelings because I'm kind of disappointed about seeing some events happen and other events canceled. But I think the timing and who canceled them kind of makes a difference. So that's kind of where I stand, just right out the door. But we can go into it a little bit more, I think.
And from my understanding, the guy who started SilverRoom didn't want to do it anymore. That's what I was told. I was told he wasn't making money off. And that's what I was told it was canceled. I didn't know it was due to COVID reasons.
Well,
I honestly didn't know that. I thought it was just done because he didn't want to do it anymore.
I did a little homework and I read, and he pretty much, from what I read, these were, articles that other people wrote, but he was quoted as saying that, people don't donate and they don't understand how expensive it gets. And there were like 40,000 people starting to show up for it, but not the donations to match. And so there were other problems if they're to change the location as far as how they can keep that event free for everyone because they aren't able to charge for everything.
So basically, I can only imagine how much money that costs every year to put on, you know what I'm saying? Permits, whole 9 yards. And I'm sure vendor costs really aren't, they're probably barely breaking even. I don't know. But I can only imagine that it's very expensive. You know what I'm saying? Because you're putting on an event for the entire Black Chicago. Well, we could say Chicago, but let's just be real. It's like Black Chicago because last week we talked about the taste of Chicago. And it seems like everybody that grew up going to the taste migrated to the SilverRoom block party. You know what I'm saying? It's like that generation graduated to the SilverRoom block party. So you putting on this event for all of these people, I can only imagine how expensive that could be every year. If Jeff Bezos can come through instead of going to fucking space, if he can come through and, write a check for the SilverRoom block party, that'd be beautiful. We won't have to worry about that. So it's financial reasons. That's what it sounds like. That's what the root of it is.
Yes, that's what I believe. So I don't think it was COVID with the SilverRoom. Now, the BrewFest might have been COVID related.
I don't think COVID helps though.
Oh no, it doesn't help at all. It doesn't help at all. But I think they could have had the SilverRoom possibly if they had the money. Like Don said, I think it was more economic than COVID.
So like, do you agree with them canceling the BrewFest because of COVID?
But see, this is the thing though. I literally saw a flyer. I would say like late July saying that the BrewFest was in September.
Right, September 11th.
That was canceled. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
They canceled that one. Okay, I didn't know that was canceled or not. I had no idea that was canceled as well.
Yeah, they shut that
but
down.
But that one they are saying is COVID.
That's COVID related. The BrewFest is COVID related. It's supposed to be 2 days, right? The 11th and the 12th, correct?
Correct. Yeah, that weekend. Yep.
Okay, and that's canceled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They got it up out of there. And it's kind of interesting. It kind of makes you feel like they felt some pressure, and this is just me theorizing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they felt some pressure from Lollapalooza, right? Because it came right after Lollapalooza. Right after Lollapalooza, that's when they announced that they weren't going to do it. You know what I'm saying? And we all saw the pictures of Lollapalooza. It looked like Woodstock.
Yeah, it was bad, man.
You know what I'm saying? I said this on last week's episode. I was downtown during Lollapalooza.
Oh my God.
I wasn't down there for that, but I was down there during. And it was so many people. I had to put on 2 masks.
Are you being funny or for real?
No, I'm for real. I had to put on 2 masks. It was so many people. Like it was, it made you think like, wow, COVID really ain't.
It's intimidating. When I saw those pictures, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's no social distancing either. So it's like it's not just that it's a big event outside. It's like everybody was right up on each other. I saw people getting on the train, and it was intimidating just to see that many people so fast outside. And I do think that that's part of why they might have wanted to cancel, because the numbers aren't in yet. So if they come back and say, well, part of the numbers are up because of Lala, then that's different, because they're going to be blaming an event. And I wouldn't want to be in charge of an event that they're blaming, for the COVID spread. So I do think that that's more political.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
I agree.
Yeah, I do too. I think it was a smart thing, because a lot of the blowback will fall on them. Smaller business owners. I'm not gonna say small business, but smaller business owners than those who will organize Lollapalooza, of course. And the BrewFest obviously wasn't gonna be as big as Lolla, but
absolutely not.
It's gonna be a lot of Black people there. You know what I'm saying?
It's more. I mean, it's not as big, but it's a little more intimate. It seems like,
correct.
It's still pretty packed.
Correct, because it was gonna be on that strip. The Midway Pleasance?
Yeah, 53rd Street.
Yeah, it was gonna be on that strip. So and real interesting note, that's where the World Exposition was as well. But it was gonna be on that strip. And
never knew that.
Yeah, the World's Fair?
Yeah, the World's Fair in 1893. That whole area was there. That's the Museum of Science and Industry is the only building left from that whole. You dig?
Oh, that's a fun little fact.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you then. So is that when they unleashed the atomic bomb? They showed it off. I know they did the atomic bomb at University of Chicago.
Right, yeah, they built it under the football field.
Yeah, are those related at all to the World Fair?
I don't think so. Don't quote me on that. Don't put me on a record on that. I don't think so. I think it's just a lot of shit happened there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
in that area over time. But the atomic bomb definitely was built under Stagg Field, old Stagg Field, University of Chicago. It's crazy. It's wild as hell. But yeah, so that's where the BrewFest was gonna be, because they weren't gonna have it where they used to have it in the past. You know what I'm saying? The last one was 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So they was gonna move it there. Yeah. So like you said, to your point, it was gonna be more intimate. It was gonna be more intimate, and it was gonna be, it was gonna be lit, but it was gonna be some cases from that, right? The Rona was gonna sneak up in there somewhere. So I think it was smart of them to avoid that blowback and all that BS, and just say, what, we're gonna pack it up, come back 2022.
I do too.
But see, I didn't know they canceled it right after Lollapalooza. And now that y'all said it makes complete sense. They saw the crowd. They said,
that came out.
We're not doing this. Now I understand. Now it makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, they was like, hold up, because like the whole world was getting on Chicago about that, dog. Like,
wait. Did you just a quick one, because I know y'all talked about the taste, but did you go to the Q?
No idea.
Well, how can they be mad at Chicago when they did Up and Smoke in Miami, and it was about damn near the same kind of crowd stuff?
Well, I don't know, man. Well, Florida's like just another world. You know what I'm saying? Florida's Florida. So I feel like they kind of expect that from Florida, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like they kind of expect Florida to be on that fugazi. But like, when Chicago did it, it was like, hold up. Especially, because in the beginning of the pandemic, the politicians here, Pritzker, Lightfoot, they were very aggressive with the whole, we ain't doing none of that here.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, we doing that here. So it's like, Crook County back at its finest. That's how a lot of people saw it. It's like money over everything, profits over people.
That part, because there is definitely pushback towards Lightfoot, because it's like, well, there have been a lot of other outdoor festivals. So I have heard that. I've heard rumblings, like you said, that it's not fair that these particular events are being canceled. Like some people feel like it's biased. These are more Southside geared type of things. And so I've heard that, because I think that some people just don't like that the Cubs games and stuff like that are packed and
the
then
Cubs suck. They suck now, bro. They got rid of everybody on that team. They got rid of everybody on the team.
Yeah, they got rid of Rizzo. I'm like, oh wow.
Everybody, Rizzo, Bryant. They just let go. On the pitcher, Jake Arrieta, Baez, everybody gone. But yeah, anyway, continue.
So I mean, I just nothing really. Just that I have heard people say that, you know, just in my little trolling and stuff like that. And I think I even saw a clip of her talking about how there have been a lot of safe outside events. So I just think the timing, like I said, they have to cancel that quicker. And September is not that far away. So I think that we just don't have the numbers yet. So they're trying to get out before there's like fingers to point. But you know, that's not even speaking to the vibe or the way that not having those events makes things, because I'm trying to figure out what has there been for everybody? Like, what events have everyone been able to go to since it opened up outside?
Birthday parties.
Yeah.
Right.
The lake front.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I know a lot of people, you know, so when the news first broke, you know, months ago, and when the city announced that they was gonna allow Lollapalooza, everybody was like, we don't want that. We want the SilverRoom Black Party. You know, the city won't allow. It's like, you can't even blame the city for that, because, you know, the organizers chose not to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For financial reasons, you know, whatever have you. But to your point though, yeah, it really ain't been nothing. You know, no SilverRoom, no BrewFest, no nothing. I mean, you know, and I know a lot of people love the SilverRoom Block Party. They love the vibe. Like, can y'all talk about some of the vibes and, you know, memories about the Silver? We act like it's been like a million years ago, because that's how I feel. But, you know,
it does feel a long time ago, and in the time since the last one, a lot of stuff has changed. So I just like, for me, I really like looking at fashion, and so to me, I like seeing everyone, whether showing off their own vibes or vendors and stuff like that, that you might not come across, because I don't live in the city. I'm from Markham, so that's not where I live now, but you know, that's where I'm from. And I just like that the location is kind of a melting pot, which is my favorite thing of all, I think, is that you get a real nice mix of all different types of the city right there. And I'm not gonna lie, I've just jumped rope with people I didn't know. And to me, that's like one of my favorite pastimes is jumping rope. And I'll stop if I see people and try to get a free turn still. But to me, I like having, you know, grown folks activities with random people that's cool. Like, it's just like a nice chill vibe. And that's kind of what I like, is just a big outdoor get together. But you know, you can keep it moving. I have friends come up from Indiana who hadn't been here, so I felt like it was a fun thing to show them that they don't get to see if they come on their own to the city. But you know, you had to kind of be from here to know about it.
Yeah. And even some people here still didn't know about it.
No.
You know, it's still a lot of Chicagoans that didn't know about it. A lot of Chicagoans don't even know the SilverRoom Block Party really ain't new either. You know,
it's been around.
It's been around.
Yeah.
It's been around. What about you, Dukes of Hazzard? Like, what was
for me? I like it's a big reunion. You're gonna go to the SilverRoom. You're gonna see people you haven't seen in forever. Like I would go, and I had seen people I hadn't seen since like grammar school. Like, oh, how you doing? It's like a reunion. It's real family, and I always felt safe. I can't like emphasize that. In the Chicago South Side, I never thought about getting shot or trampled or anything at at SilverRoom or BrewFest. It's just a good, safe environment, like family environment, just fun.
And that's huge. Because again, I keep referencing last week's episode, but you know, last week we talked about the taste, and if you hear some of the stories that the gentleman on that episode talked about, it seemed like a damn war zone, because you know, we know how the taste got down. You know, around the 4th, you know, it'd be shootings, you know what I'm saying, or it'd be fights, things like that.
They kept shortening it.
I'm just gonna speak from my perspective. I'm just being real. I never heard of a fight at the SilverRoom Block Party. Now, if it has been, I haven't heard of it. I'm just saying from my perspective. I never heard of a fight. Definitely no shooting. I never heard of none of that.
Which is good, which means if it happened, it didn't escalate to none.
Yeah. You know, and I like the terminology you use, reunion. You know what I'm saying? Because like when you hear reunion, family reunion, class reunion, high school reunion, you know what I'm saying? You think about good vibes, right? You automatically think about, smiles and, just, laughter, things like that. That's definitely accurate when you think about the SilverRoom block party, you know what I'm saying? Because, like you said, you would jump rope with some random girls, people who you don't even know. People don't even jump rope, period, these days no more.
No, they don't. Look,
like I ain't seen no girls jump rope in like 18 years.
Let me tell you, we were jumping on Easter and this lady pulled up on us and I was like, come on, just get a free turn. And she was like, I couldn't. It's been so long. And I'm like, we all out there cheering her on. And she would not get in. She said it's been too long. And I was like, damn, I really wish she would have jumped in. And the guys were like, she would have broke her ankle. She ain't. Damn. She was telling the truth. She ain't jumped. So like nobody jumps. Girls don't know how to jump no more. So whenever I see people, I'm always like, okay, let me get a free turn because I know they're not double-handed. Like that's my immediate thought is let me get in here and get a free turn.
Hey, that's crazy because I can't jump rope, never could. I was just on the sidelines watching. But to your point, I'm sure a lot of girls these days don't know how to jump rope, don't even know how to tie them ropes. You know how y'all used to tie them like those fancy designs? The loop,
yeah.
Yeah, y'all was fancy with it. Like
Irish. I don't even, and I know they don't know what all the different steps are called, like Mambos, pop-ups, and all that. They don't know.
Yeah, man. It's wild. Like when you as far as the BrewFest go, are you a beer drinker as a woman? Are you a beer drinker?
Oh yes.
Oh,
See,
okay.
This is where we can really.
Okay, all right. It's time.
I love beer, and I have all brothers. I don't have any sisters, so.
Correct. You got like a million brothers.
Yeah, I do. And so, which is bad because beer is horrible for a woman. It adds to your gut. So that'll literally be the reason.
It's okay.
No, it is not okay. I have to literally, that's my thing. But anyway, I love beer. I like drinking it with, especially on a hot day with people. That's like a sign of the summer to me. Mm-hmm. So, having craft beers and trying out different breweries, being the R's, that's a lot of fun for me. So to me, that's more disappointing because that's like a fun time to really experience different vendors that I might not try, and then even different beers from vendors that I do like. So like Lagunitas, that's one that we kind of get on a regular, even though I don't like all the IPAs that much, but it is fun, just trying them out. And so I feel a sense of loss in that sense. But again, that's coming out the tap, and that's a lot of people. So the fear in me is like, COVID. Like that's how I'm thinking. It's scary because.
So
like if BrewFest still happened,
well, like and the BrewFest they had cans though. Mm-hmm. At the fest, they had cans, so you wouldn't have to share like off the tap with anybody. It was just they had like tons of like just cans of beer for everybody.
Correct. And what was your favorite beer that you? First of all, let me ask you, what's your favorite beer? Then what's your favorite beer that you sampled or tried at the BrewFest?
I'm simple. I like Stella's. It don't take much for me.
Same.
But the favorite I had some kind of rosé cider from like Wisconsin.
That sounds
it wasn't real sweet. It was more champagne taste, and that was probably the best I had. I just stood there the whole time. The guy wasn't even taking my tickets.
You remember who made it?
Yeah. I don't. I remember it was from Wisconsin though. I do remember where it was from, but I don't recall who made it though.
You see, I can't do sweet alcohol. Period.
It wasn't sweet though. It wasn't real sweet. It was more champagne than
more champagne-y.
Yeah,
champagne-y. I like Stella too. Dawn, what was the name of that beer you said?
Well, Lagunitas, they have a few different beers.
Right. But hold on. I know that's how you pronounce it all these years. Yeah, I'm transparent.
How was you saying it?
I ain't even gonna say it, but
No, say
it. Gee, I was out here saying La Quintas. Just lazy.
Now, but it's all good. It's
just lazy. Just La Quintas.
You don't make me think I'm doing it wrong.
Q.
Like
ain't no Q in there, nothing. I just make the G a Q. I just make the G a Q. I'm out here saying La Quintas, G. like La Quinta Inn, like it's a damn hotel or something. But anyway, yes, I like some. I
they
like
had
those.
like Hazy Wonder, like Super Cluster. But even those, like I said, I like an ale. I like a smoother. Like my favorite beer in general really is Heineken.
Oh,
I like Blue Moons, but some people don't like Blue Moon. I drink Stella's. There's another German beer. It starts with an H. I can't think of the name right now, but it's like in a white bottle.
The Hockenmenger.
Yeah, I like that one.
Like, is that the name? Because like it's something like I don't know. Okay,
it's something like that. Yeah, and you're supposed to like stir. You're supposed to like swirl it in the bottle or whatever before you pour it. But I definitely like my beers, but I don't like that citrusy beer. So I don't like that.
You don't like Leinenkugels then at all?
Like they used to be okay. They used to be okay, but definitely not. And I can't do no shanties. Like I do like the Blue Moon Mango in the summer, but those are too sweet, so I can't do more than one or two of those. I don't know how much beer would you all see yourself drinking at BrewFest?
I mean, I don't be getting too fucked up when I'm out, you know. But you know, I get nice and relaxed. I mean, whatever quantity it takes me to get there. You know what I'm saying? Now if I'm at the crib, you know, I'm knocking them back. You know, I'm just going crazy. If I'm at, you know, a friend of mine house, like my homie Ross, shout out to Ross, you know, we'll clear a 12 pack in like, you know, 20 minutes on a good day. And I'm not, this sounds so terrible, you know, so fucking terrible.
You're like, amongst friends.
You know, sounds terrible. You know, I'm amongst friends and listeners, yes. But, you know, like, but yeah, when I'm out, you know, I don't really be going too crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like the BrewFest is just like a beer taste. That's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, you know, I'm just out there sipping, you know, trying new things, you know, and that's basically it. What about you, Dukes Has?
I get good now, man. I'm tipsy. I get good.
You said the dude wasn't taking your tickets?
No, after a while they stopped taking tickets. Like a lot of the booths just stopped taking tickets after a while. They just say, "Come on," you know. And that's what I was doing. So I was drinking for free a lot of the time. But yeah, I drink till I'm good. You know, I get a good buzz. Right. I usually Uber there or I ride with somebody. I never drive.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely
I never drive. So I'm usually Ubering, Lyfting, or riding with somebody.
That takes the fun out.
Yeah, who driving? Like who driving? You know, who driving to the? First of all, who driving to any type of festival? You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't driving to no type of festival. I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? Too many. Look, when a SilverRoom block party be here, first of all, you already can't find a park in Hyde Park, period, on a weekend.
Nope.
Yeah.
But when a SilverRoom is there, oh, you might as well give it up.
And I was told you get told like parking in the lot when that where the grocery store is. What's the store?
Whole Foods.
Yeah, well, no.
What, Trader Joe's?
Trader Joe's. Yeah, I heard you get told over there.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Oh, so that is true. Okay,
yeah. They gonna tow you. Yeah,
I heard they like watching cars and stuff.
Like they already got the signs up over there saying you'll get towed. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But like when it's like events like that, like the SilverRoom and all that, oh yeah, they looking for that. You know what I'm saying? They looking for that. They got the tow trucks, you know, coming through routinely. You know, just like sharks, just waiting to see who gonna park. Oh yeah, we see them walking over there. They going to the SilverRoom. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
The parking in Hyde Park has always been bad. Like as long as I can remember, if I was ever going, we always park, except for if we was going to the lakefront. That was like the only time we could park closer. But I always parked in the parking lot over there by or on some side street and just remember where I parked, like where somebody's house was, because the actual business parking, there is none.
Nah.
I park in the garage. That's why I usually park at.
What, the Whole Foods garage?
I think it's about LA Fitness, I believe.
Yeah. That one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got that one too.
Yeah, by Jaw Grill and stuff.
Yeah, I be parking up in there as well. Yeah, man. So like the last time the SilverRoom was here, it rained. Is that correct?
It did.
I feel like that was the last one.
It did. It did. That was in 19. It
got rained out. So then we ain't have it last year. We ain't got it this year.
And the BrewFest got rained out in 2019 as well.
So it's just like raining on the parade.
I want to say that, yeah, that Saturday it rained out, but I heard the next day it was amazing. And I missed that day. The next Sunday it was amazing.
So the day you went, it got rained.
Yeah, the day I would have got rained out. The next day was like real chill and cool.
Damn. Yeah, man. Yeah. So like, it basically, everybody was trying to get it back in blood summer 2021. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't happened. That ain't happened. Like, ain't nothing happened. Like, I think somebody said earlier, like, what is it to do? Like, what is it to do? Like, do y'all have anything on y'all radar that, people can do in the
I do. I'm gonna tell y'all,
rainy weeks of summer 2021?
I didn't want to really put it out there just because I don't want to see nobody from here or there, but but on September 11th, I'm going to see Dave Chappelle. So if that shit gets canceled, I'm gonna be so pissed off.
Oh, what is that?
That's in Wisconsin. That's in Milwaukee, but that's also part of Summerfest. And I'm looking again, like we'll see. I hope it don't get canceled, but that's coming up September 11th, and they still got some tickets available.
Okay, so we got to go 2 hours up the street there.
Yep, pretty much. Let's do that one, and then there was something else, but that was the big thing that was on my mind before the summer ends because I love Dave Chappelle, and I feel like that's just like easy, not too far. But that's the only thing that I've, there's a lot of people are doing brunch. Like I'm so tired of brunching.
Oh yeah,
that's it.
Bottomless mimosas.
Yeah, like that's what's been the move.
Yeah,
you say you tired of brunch?
I mean, I just kind of like, all right. I mean, it's just the only option, or right now you can, hit the lake or whatever, rooftops, but that's all really going on, and it's Cookout Central right now, but it's gonna be over. So
yeah, it's almost like we in the waning months of waiting weeks, not months of summer.
Yeah. I did go see the Obama portraits too. I forgot about that. At the
that's gonna end too though. That's ending Sunday.
So
Sunday is over with. And it's been here the whole summer, low key.
Yeah.
Low key, it's been here the whole summer. Speaking of Obama, real quick, we ain't had a house picnic either, right?
No, that was online this year.
Online?
Yeah, you mean the house music picnic?
Yeah.
It's online. It's digital.
Well, the reason why I bring that up is because, the Obama Library finna be in Jackson Park. It's curious. I'm curious to know, will the house picnic be moved because of that? What y'all think?
Well, they could probably put it in Washington Park or something. It wouldn't be a big deal.
Washington Park. I mean, I like it in Jackson Park. I can hear it from my crib, so I like it over there.
Me too. But would you mad in Washington Park though? Would you mad if they put it over there?
No, I wouldn't mind. I mean, as long as they still got it though, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, okay, it was digital. I didn't know that. But all right, so if they was to bring the SilverRoom back, and
I think they said something about that.
So if they was to bring it back, but if they was charging for it, would y'all still attend? Would y'all have a problem paying to get access to it?
Absolutely not. I'll pay.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? No, I would pay. Yeah, I would pay.
No, you got to understand, and I think this is something that just people don't get, because this happened even with planning our high school reunion. Stuff costs money, even the insurance to have that space. Somebody had to pay for that. So if you're trying to partake, it's like even when you go to somebody's wedding, somebody had to pay for your food. So you low key, I know a lot of people don't know this, but you're supposed to cut them a check for how much you think your meal costs. It's just what you're supposed to do. You're taking, you're partaking in it and you're having fun with them. So what are they going to charge? It ain't going to be $50, but it's going to be more than $50 worth of fun. So I don't think that's unreasonable.
Because I saw some comments on social media where, social media, some people was complaining like they better not charge, but it's like, you can't please nobody, I mean, now granted, it was a very few amount of people that was saying stuff like that. Most people, just want to see it back. They said, if the company needs to charge, then, we'll pay, donate, do whatever needs to be done. But, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's easy to say that on social media, but when the time comes and they be like, oh, $20, how many people really gonna turn their nose up and how many people really gonna pay for that? It's just interesting to see.
I think that they're gonna want some money before. Like, I think they're gonna try to raise that somehow before versus charging at the door, because
charge at the door or not, nevertheless, Eventbrite, whatever.
Just because of how many people they have. But again, it's like the people using their equipment, that's still people's time. all that costs money, you know, so how much you think they would charge that would make it unreasonable? You know what I mean? Unless they have like VIP packages and basic, like I just think it'd be easy way to kind of help cover it, even if you just paid $10.
I think 20 is perfect.
Yeah.
20 sounds nice. You know, get you a wristband, 20 you know what I'm saying?
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
maybe get a t-shirt or some kind of perk that you paid, like some kind of souvenir.
Yeah, or buy early and get, you know, like a little whatever, kickback, kick off or whatever. But I don't think it's unreasonable. Because if you wanted to keep going, like they're basically saying we can't
put
do
your
it
money where
it's
your
too
mouth
expensive.
at.
Like they're saying it's too expensive. So like,
so if you want to see it, go ahead. All right, support.
Yeah,
support. Don't just show up. Support. You know. But yeah, you know that was an interesting topic that I came across not too long ago on social media. It was just interesting to think about because yeah, man, look. Again, I don't know how much they paying for that, man, but I can only imagine how much they paying for it. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? And like you look at the pictures online, G, like it's just, you know, it's like a black Lollapalooza. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's just like people everywhere. And it's beautiful though. It's beautiful. Like you know, Dukes of Hazzard said, it's a reunion vibe. And you know, it's good vibes and it's nothing negative going on. You know, so with that being said, you know, if they charge, I think it'd be justified and I think it'd be necessary to keep that going, you know, because it's good to see stuff like that. SilverRoom Block Party, Hyde Park BrewFest, you know, even a house picnic, even though we're not really going in depth with it this episode, these are good things that the city needs in the summertime.
It's fun to look forward to them. Like they're like, you know, marks of the summer.
Yeah, they are.
And like I can't stress this enough. Safety in Chicago on the South Side. You already know the black addicts the city has, you know, throughout the world. You know, Chicago not this, Chicago not that, but it's a safe, fun time for black folks. No riffraffs, nothing.
Just laughs, you know, alcohol, music, jump rope, fashion, all that good shit.
Yeah.
Amen.
You can come alone and make friends, or you can go with friends. So
I like that.
Yeah. I don't go alone, but you know, you could.
If you enjoyed this podcast, I ask for two things. Number one, leave a 5-star review. And number two, pass it on to a friend who may enjoy it as well. And don't forget to subscribe to our other podcast, Mogul Motivation from True Stories Media.